Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to look at a brand new item I received from Vitamix. This is the Eco 5 FoodCycler, and the purpose of this is to take your food scraps and grind them down and dehydrate them so you can use them in your plants or outdoors, or maybe even your worm bins. We're going to give that a try later. But first I want to talk about the packaging and this item itself. First, full disclosure, I did receive this item for free from Vitamix, so this is my official review that I'm doing on it. But I won't let that influence my results as far as how I feel about this device. So with that, I want to first talk about the packaging, and I'm really proud of Vitamix for doing this. This is not a flashy packaging, I know, but this is something that could go right in your compost because it is regular cardboard with just some printing on it. You know, so you got this little printing on here, you got some printing on the back, on the sides, but it's not wax coated with some plastic on it where it just gets thrown out. I did get the slate coloring, and as we open it up, you'll see it. There's some writing on the back here, and it shows a 5-liter capacity, quiet and odorless. And one of the things I looked for, it has a refillable carbon filter. It's not one that you just replace, you just refill it with carbon. The carbon should be able to go in your soil. So that's something that's also just a huge advantage to this over other units that require new plastic cylinders to replace those. And then it says efficient grinding system. And I would think that Vitamix would really know about grinding systems since they do blenders, and their blenders are very high quality. So with that, let's open up this packaging and take a look at what comes inside. All right, here we are at the top of the box. First thing, they of course have the little piece of tape here, which is great for the outside. This little tiny piece of trash compared to having this entire piece of plastic be trash that I've seen before. You can see the little slate coloring label right there. I'm just gonna put the tape off to the side. Now let's go ahead and open this up. So first off, shows right here, there's some, flip that around for you real quick. You have some little information here on registering, earning, and learning, and asking questions, which is always good. Go ahead and bend these out of the way. Oh, we just bumped the camera there. And look at this, even on the inside they thought ahead. This is cardboard that can be composted. So I'm really happy to see that. And look at this, they even went even further with paper. I really thought that this would be plastic on the inside, but they included paper. All right, there's some plastic. I'm not surprised by that, but compared to a lot of other packaging I've seen, this is actually done really well. Let's see if I can pull this out. This is actually pretty heavy, this unit. And let me not grab it by the handle here. All right, so here we go. We've got it back up here. I'll go ahead and turn this around for everyone. So you can see, it says Vitamix on the front. We do have this cellophane wrap on here to protect the unit itself. And it looks like this just is going to come off with just an easy little maneuvering over here. We can pull that straight off. And there we go. This is the Vitamix Eco 5 from the top. You've got your little latch on the front here that opens it up. Got some stuff in here. There was also on the side here, looks like some plates and an instruction booklet, which I will actually read through. This is something I've learned as I've gotten older. It does help to read instructions and do things right the first time. So this looks like this has a nice little lid on it, and actually shows a lock and unlock symbol on there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but if we unlock it here, if we can, we might have to actually put it on here. So actually, let's go through the rest of the stuff in here first. I'm going to flip this around so it's pointed towards me, so I can see in here a little bit too. I'll put the lid out of the way like that. So first off, got more cardboard. I will say, as I said, there is a little bit of plastic in this, but they did a great job on packaging. Here is your charcoal that's going to help to make sure that you're not getting odors and moisture coming out of your system, which, as I said, user replaceable. You get these charcoal packets, and yes, they're in plastic, but that's normal for all charcoal, it feels like. You've got your power cord here, which is a little smaller than I thought. I really thought this would be a hefty-duty power cord for this unit, but that means it must not be using a whole lot of electricity, which we'll test when we do this. I've got a meter that can monitor how much electricity it uses. So not a bad little cord there. Your standard, it looks like computer monitor cable, or computer cable. And then we've got another piece of plastic. Careful, there are sharp blades in here. And as you can see, this works a little bit differently, I think, than some of the other ones I've seen. Let me see if I can grab the handle here and pull this out. So this is a nice big container, but I can't really show this in here too well. But instead of having blades that stick out and rotate, it looks like the blades are on the side here. So these are the blades on the side, and this turning part in the center actually pushes everything into the blades. So that means you can have a lot more tough tough design, I think. I think that might be a really good advantage over some of the other ones that have blades that are spinning and then hide and things like that. So overall, that looks pretty impressive. Massive, massive nut in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they have a really, and like you can actually see probably on the better on the bottom there. That is a massive bolt that they have going in there for controlling everything. Really impressive design. This feels nice and sturdy. This feels like it isn't going to come apart. So overall, I'm really impressed with this design so far. That just clicks in, handle goes to the side. And now I'm going to take a break and go look at the instructions, and we'll come back and start getting ready to fire this up. All right, we're back. I turned the unit around. I just want to show you this lid is that way you can use this bucket as your storage container for your food scraps until you're ready to use them. So this lid does not go in here when you run the unit. You would take this off, put it to the side, and that's where maybe they could have made a little bit of a change. Maybe had a little thing that you could like stick this on here to hold it on the side. But other than that, I do like the fact that this bucket doubles as your storage container, which I know a lot of people keep underneath their cabinets. You can have this underneath your cabinet with this lid on it. This also has a carbon fiber. That's where you can take this off. You can replace it and clean that carbon fiber in there. And that way you don't have any smells, but that way the same bucket that you're storing your stuff in is also the one that goes into the machine. So once you have the machine ready to go, you take that off, you put this in the machine, you close it, and you essentially just start it. Now, a couple things to get ready here though. First, we've got over here, this is what I really liked about this. This is a continual use instead of a replacement filter. So as little guides here, you open it up, and this is where you dump your activated carbon in, or your carbon. And this is going to act as a filter for everything. Now, I did read the directions. The carbon that they provide, which is right here, this can be just dumped in your garden, really. It's biodegradable. It's carbon. And this stuff is actually a way to sequester carbon in the ground. It will last a long time in there. So this is actually a good thing to add to your soil later, instead of just chucking a big plastic container away. Now, I'll fill that up in a little bit before we get this going, but I just wanted to go over some of the key things about this item. So, and then on here, I'm going to show you in the instructions here. This is why I read the instructions. You can see everything that says that you can put in here and what you can't put in there. So as you can see, there's some things that you also might need to cut up. There's some things that should not go in, such as beef bones and cardboard. But there is some things that actually it says can go in there, and I'm very curious to try this in the future, and that is shells. It actually even shows a picture, it looks like, of a lobster shell on there. And I'd be very curious to know if it can really take a lobster or not. We do get lobsters every once in a while. We also eat a lot of crabs, and I'd be very curious about those. Now, we're going to try this out with some of these things this time as well, and we're going to come out and see how this comes at the end. But for right now, I'm going to get everything set up, and we're going to get ready for our first cycle on here in the Eco 5 by Vitamix. All right, I moved it over to a different section of my counters here. It will fit underneath the cabinets that are up here, so it's got maybe a gap about that big, so about 4 inches of clearance over there. I've got the top on there right now, but I already have my food in there. We're going to leave that on just for now. And the one thing I wanted to show you is also that I do have, if I can get the lid off, I've got the carbon in here now. So that's filled. I'm going to go ahead and lock this lid on and put that in the chamber over here. And the last thing I need to do is I'm going to plug this in. I've got a plug right behind here. And it's doing some flashing down here. And it turned off. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on and see how long this takes. So now with that, I want to just say, I don't know if you can hear anything else that's going on around here. I do have a refrigerator nearby, and I've got the air conditioning running, but I also really want to know how loud this is, because that's going to be a very big concern. Since it's in a kitchen, especially for those that are in apartments, you don't want something that's too loud. So right now, this is about my normal volume for talking. I'm maybe a little bit louder, but I mean, we'll see if I can talk over this once we get it going. So let's go ahead and shut this. And I'm going to go ahead and push this back underneath because I don't really want it up front here. Just like that. So you can see I've moved it back, and it does fit underneath the cabinet just like that. I can actually push it further back, but I don't need to at this moment. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on. And I think that's all you do is you click the button to turn it on. Has a little bit of a whirling sound to it, but overall, not too bad. I don't have any way to really measure, but I also did just start my stopwatch here so we can see how long it takes. It's supposed to take, I think, between 3 and 8 hours, depending on how much it's got to chop things up and everything. but we'll see how it goes. The food mixture that was in here, by the way, was some clementines, apple cores, grapes, eggshells, peppers. So stuff like that was in here, along with and strawberries. I had a lot of strawberry tops in here too. So that's the food that was in here. It should be no problem for this machine. We'll do some more testing with maybe some chicken bones and things like that, which it says it can handle in the future. But so far, we're gonna see how well this thing works. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna see how long it takes. All right, so we're 40 minutes in here, and basically you can open this up anytime before the last cycle. So we're just gonna take a quick peek in here, and look at that. I think you can see in there. Maybe not, it might be a little bit too dark. But it's really ground this stuff up so far. It says I could even add more, but it's taken this full container and just quashed it down to nothing through grinding it. So we're gonna close this back up. We're gonna wait till the end of the cycle, but I just wanted to give you a quick peek. All right, we're back. It's been, as you can see here, just under 7 hours, and it looks like that's about how long it took for this cycle to run this time. Now, I did forget to plug in my little device here to check the power usage of this time, but it was very quiet as far as when it was running. It's probably as quiet as like a really high quality dishwasher. You can hear it. It's like a really low hum, but it's not like in your face, like really loud. Now with that, let's check out what the inside looks like. So I've got it just outside the cabinet here, and I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna pull this out. It's a little hot. It's a little warm right now, but we'll pull this out so we can get this into some light for you. Actually, it's a little hot. I'm gonna need to grab some gloves here. I'll be right back. All right, we're back here. As I said, I needed some gloves. This container is a little bit warm, but you can see, look in here. This stuff just is powder. There's nothing left, and I threw in some pretty big stuff in here. I know this is a little hard to see. Actually, let's go take this over to the counter where I've got a little bit more light. This is a back corner over here, but I wanted to pull this out pretty quickly, but it's really warm. All right, so I just poured the contents of the container out into this little bucket right here, and as you can see, this stuff looks amazing. Now, I would not pour this normally in the house. It's actually very, very dry and almost like some of it went up into the air, almost like dust. But it did a great job of grinding up everything that I put in there. So I'd put some full clementines, some that were rotting. There were some peach pieces in there. No seeds from the peaches, although it says it can handle them. I might try that next time. And I didn't put any bones or anything this time, but like this was all fruit and veggie matter, and it just did a great job of grinding this down. I mean, like this is a very small container here. It's only, you can see right here. I mean, it's only an inch deep in this container, and this thing was full. It was up to the line inside. Also had some eggshells in there. Those are ground up in here, but you can see there's just not much left in here. It did a really good job of grinding everything up. So my recommendation is that this is a recommended item. I will probably incorporate this into my composting system for bones, for fish, and chicken bones, I should say. So eggshells, avocado shells, which take a long time. I'll probably throw them in here, and along with the pits, those can take a long time to break down, and that's going to help really speed up the process. Now the question is, and I think this is going to work great, is if I throw this into my worm bins, this is essentially ready to eat now. This is going to take on, it's really broken down into really fine material. The worms are going to churn right through this stuff. And for me, that's going to be great. If you do not have worm bins or composting, this can go right, I mean, this looks like this can go into my potted plants, believe it or not. I don't know if I'm going to try that or not. I typically add vermicastings to or I should say, compost tea to my plants to really help them. I've never tried adding this before, but this looks like this could be added to my plants. I'm very impressed with this system and the way it worked. I mean, like, nice big container really to store stuff in. I know it's hard to see because it's black. Maybe I should have gotten white for the camera. But again, this was a free unit that they sent me, and I'm highly impressed by it. And especially the grinding chamber in here, just looking at this grinding chamber again. It looks like a garbage disposal type system where you have a blade in the middle or a pusher in the middle and the blades on the side. And that looks like it ground things up really well. Now there's a little bit more stuff left in here. And they do have some sort of like composting packets that you can add to this to make it where like adds microbes, and it's a light heat. So anyhow, I'm really impressed with the system. I'd highly recommend this. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Anything you want me to try in here that is recommended. Nothing that I'm not going to throw in like, beef bones or something that it says not to do, but I'll throw in some stuff that maybe is a little harder that you're curious about. let me know down in the comments and I'll take a look. But my recommendation, I give this a thumbs up and I'd highly recommend it. Thank you for watching.